No doubt. Johnny Mac, I didn't think we would come out of this game saying both Tanner McKee and Andy Dalton were losers in the battle for quarterback two. I thought they were both losers tonight, John. Neither of them could move the ball well. Now, I don't think it was all on them. Some miscommunications, a bad drop by Darius Cooper, I think with Dalton early on 3rd and 5. What'd you see from quarterback two battle tonight between Dalton and McKee, and what did you make of their performance?
Well, I can tell you when Andy left, I said, in the moment, I said, this is a golden opportunity for Tanner McKee to just seize that
Move the ball
back.
and look better. I agree.
So I don't think either were losers. I think they were both just stagnant. And they're in the same position because neither of them played well. In the case you're right, Andy's should have gotten a first down. That was a Darius Cooper didn't track. That was a fastball, but you got to catch that ball.
Yeah, agreed.
Tanner, boy, he's just throwing the football ineffectively, which I didn't think you'd see.
He doesn't look himself, John. He looks spooked or something. I don't know what's going on with him.
Maybe he's lost some confidence. Maybe it's something of that nature. But right now, I think it's status quo, and I think status quo. Andy started the game. I think nobody will admit it, but he's the quarterback too. But I don't know how you move Tanner McKee for anything of value if he continues to play like this.
Yeah, I agree with that. We'll keep watching that as we continue to roll on here. John, what'd you make of Jihaad Campbell getting the playing time tonight? No Drew Makuba. So Makuba's obviously well in. No Marcus Epps. They line up Jihaad Campbell, though. I was a little surprised, I'm not going to lie, to see Campbell out there. Basically one of the only, if not, I think the only starter out there who played for the Philadelphia Eagles tonight. What'd you make of Jihaad Campbell being out in the field?
Yeah, he was the only one. And it's a little bit strange. Now, I don't think Chance Campbell, I don't think I saw him. I don't think he played. So they might have just had a numbers problem at linebacker and had to play somebody because they don't have and they just signed a linebacker, but he wasn't ready to play today. So I think it was that more than anything that somebody had to play, and obviously it's not going to be Zach Bowen. So Jihaad had to play a little bit, but they have more safeties that they could roll in and take the reps. I'm a little bit surprised that because he was the only one, but they've done that in the past. They did it with Jordan Davis last year, which was weird at the time, but that was before he had his big breakout season. So Nick was talking about it. He said, Jihaad didn't play a ton after Nakobe came back last year, so he doesn't have a ton of reps under his belt. But I'm with you. I thought it was a little bit strange that they put him out there.
Yeah, especially with Campbell not coming off an injury and Makuba is, so I thought maybe want to shake some of that rust off. Is what it is. John, what'd you make of Marcus Epps gets the starter treatment tonight? Is that basically kind of all you need to see to tell you where the Eagles are at that safety spot? We've kind of thought that, but is this kind of not the final nail in the coffin, but Marcus Epps is going to be the starting safety? Is that how you take that?
No, not yet, but, he's clearly in the lead. I think it has more to do with Vic doesn't want to play Michael Carter at safety because he wants him to be able to play a bunch of different
positions. Versatile. Yeah, I agree.
More than anything else. So, I still think there's a chance they could trade for a safety. Don't close that door. But I think if they don't do anything, it's probably 80-20 that Marcus is going to be the starter in nickel because Cooper's going to be the starter in base.
John, what'd you make of Darius Cooper tonight? I've been giving him a lot of hype. He's earned a lot of that hype this offseason training camp based on what he's done. Just didn't make the plays tonight. We talked about the one play on 3rd and 5 he needed to make. Look, it's preseason and you never want to be too hard, but when you're a player and you're battling for a roster spot, John, you're battling for playing time. You got to make every play that you have an opportunity to make. What'd you make of Darius Cooper's performance tonight?
Yeah, it wasn't good. Nick was kind of prophetic when he said it's August 13th. It's still early.
Yeah, right.
And you kind of saw it. it was his plays got to make, and the offense as a whole. It's not like he didn't play well. The quarterbacks didn't play well. The offensive line did. I mean, everybody had a hand in it. But for a player who's trying to, garner reps, and people are talking about, well, he should play above Mekhi Lemon, slam that door. That ain't happening.
No.
And even Hollywood Brown, it's very unlikely. Which I was trying to warn people. It's very unlikely, and I think you saw it live and in color tonight.
Yeah, well, it's unlikely because of the business of the NFL, and now it also might be unlikely just based on that performance. We'll see how that continues to go. John, what'd you make of the international players, man? Both of them got some reps out there. Joshua Wiru with a quarterback hit. Uar Bernard getting a double team already. Holy moly, what'd you make of those two guys out there tonight?
Yeah, same. Well, if Vic was here, he'd chime in and say, get off of that. But we're just reacting to what we're seeing.
Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah, I mean, Josh is further advanced than Uar. I think that's pretty clear. But they're both. The Eagles want to work with both of them for the long term. Uar, I still think will make the 53. They'll try to get Josh through waivers, and they probably will, because it's very unlikely that someone wants to guarantee a roster spot for Josh Wiru. So they should be able to work with both of them moving forward. And that's what they want to do. And I don't think anything they do in the preseason is going to change that equation.
I'm with you. John, what'd you see from Ebiketie and Eppenesa tonight? I thought Eppenesa actually looked pretty good. He got beat on that one play early. I think it was the first drive of the game that was almost 30 yards. But he's in coverage. Yeah, I mean, he's not a coverage player.
Blame Vic on that one. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
He's got to stop with that. And I know it's an indictable offense to criticize Vic Fangio, but yeah, 265-pound edge guys aren't comfortable in space.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's part of his process. And again, he's not. The goal isn't to cover guys. The goal is to fool the quarterback. But when the quarterback isn't fooled, it can look pretty bad when those guys are out in space. And you saw that. So maybe don't put him out in space. He's a pretty good edge defender, though.
Yeah, good stuff there. All right, Johnny Mac, a couple final questions for you to wrap it up here. Cut down's not till August 30th, so we're 15 days. I believe it's August 30th. Whose stock actually moved tonight, either up or down, and what might matter from this game in 2 weeks? There's still too much left to play to even be conclusive at all on that.
Well, I think there's time to recover. A lot of people went down. A lot of people didn't play well. We just talked about a lot of them.
Yeah.
But there's still time to recover. There are a couple guys, though, that Miles Hinton really hurt himself. I think Jake Majors really hurt himself.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm trying to think. A lot of the cornerbacks that were playing today, Mac McWilliams, I think, hurt himself. He was making some positive, I think, inroads in practice, and I think he took a step back. But, I mean, a lot of the key defensive reserves weren't even playing.